Hi, it's Jodie. It's week 5 of my Mission Tuition Challenge. So let's get into what's sold on eBay because it's not a huge list. I only sold 3 things this week, so not a great week. First thing on the 26th of January was this Fixins, which was $2.50 plus $1.50 post. Then on the 30th of January, I had 2 sales, which was the Edith Nesbit children's book set for $44.95, including postage. That, I think, I haven't got my spreadsheet open, but I think it was $6 I bought that set. Probably more than what I'd pay for books, but yeah, at least I got rid of it finally. And then lastly, I sold the 2 L'Oreal Paris skincare creams for $44.95, including postage. Those L'Oreal Paris skincare creams were a prize from last year. I checked my spreadsheet and I won them in April last year. I won 2 packs in a Nescafe competition, and then I won another 2 packs in the second chance prize draw. So I had 4 lots. It wasn't 2 lots of the same cream. It was actually one pack had 4 different items. So I had 4 packs of these 4 different items. Initially, I listed them on eBay as the pack, as a listing in what I actually won, and that really didn't get anywhere. So then I thought I'd take the listing down and then just lot up the items that were exactly the same, and then yeah, just list them that way. And that was the last one to sell. So I've sold 4 lots of that. I think I mentioned in one of the other videos that if it's any sales from prizes where it hasn't cost me anything to buy, I mean, it has cost me obviously to enter the competition, but where I'm not, buying it to flip as such, after I take out the fees and postage, whatever's left, I'm just putting that in, all of that into my fund. I'm not putting any back into an account to use to buy other stuff to try to sell online. So that gives a summary this week of $96.14. Selling costs were $13.80, which say eBay fees were $13.80, and then that left $82.34. And then my postage and that comes out of that after. I haven't received the funds into my account yet for the 2 sales on the 30th of October, so I haven't transferred any of that over to my bank account. So at the moment, my Mission Tuition bank account is only sitting at $295.19, which is still 2% of what my goal is. In terms of other things that have happened this week, nothing really. I entered 66 competitions. That's a mixture of online comps, free to enter, Instagram competitions, and purchase required comps. Did enter a few from Chemist Warehouse this week, which are new comps that have just started this week. We obviously have to buy a product to enter. One major prize is $20K. Another, I think 2 or 3 were $10K, and I think there was a $5K one in there as well. But they'll run, I think they run for about a month. So yeah, and they've only just opened up those competitions. In terms of prizes, I only had the one win this week, which is it was from a Tic Tac competition. So cost of the Tic Tacs was $2, and then this prize is a limited edition, I think the brand's Sunny Life. It's just a pool float, which looks like it's strawberry shaped from the picture that's on the comping website and in the email that I got. So yeah, I'll either put that on Facebook Marketplace, or depending on how big it is, list it on eBay, or I'll just put it aside for our garage sale for later in the year when we run that. So that was valued at $39.95. And so that's it. Yeah, so not very good sales on eBay. If you watch resellers, any resellers, Australia or worldwide, everyone says list every day, you got to do heaps of listings to get, the more you list, the more you sell. I haven't been listing. I think I did not since I think last week's video have I listed anything. Haven't taken any photos of anything. I might try to do a little bit this afternoon. I've got at least 2 shelves on the other side of this room of stuff that I just need to sort through and decide whether to list it or not. Did buy some books yesterday that I'll put up. So I'll try to do some photos this evening. I've also got some, also this afternoon, I've also got some Barbie dolls and things that I need to photograph and list as well. I tend to do those as auctions, and I know a lot of people say don't do auctions, because I mean, when I started eBay in 2003 or 2004, auctions were just the thing. You'd start them at 99 cents and they'd go gangbusters, and you just, you know, so I don't start my auctions at 99 cents. If I auction them, I start them at the price that I'd be happy to receive if I only got one bid. So, you know, if I'm happy to list something at $49.95 as a 7-day auction, then I'll be, you know, that's what I do. And I do run them 7 days, and I start them on a Sunday night. I schedule them to run on a Sunday night to the next Sunday night at, like, you know, 7:30, 8 o'clock, so that, you know, gives people, I guess, time to be home and, you know, checking out what auctions, you know, they're interested in. So yeah, there are a few Barbie dolls I need to just get photographed and get up and get listed. So I think that's it. Yeah, it hasn't been a great week in terms of making money, and it hasn't been a great week overall. I've probably just totally derailed my challenge for I don't know how long, and I say that because I did end up handing in my resignation this week. So that's going to impact in a number of ways. Obviously, if I don't get work, I'm screwed, and I've got my money, I won't have money coming in, and I might have to break into this, you know, this challenge fund. But also just the time. I'm now going to have to spend my evenings job hunting. You know, I'm going to have to be pumping out, you know, applications for temp work. That's my main goal at the moment. I did quit with no plan. I mean, not a no plan. I've quit with no job to go to. I've got to plan in as much as you can plan to try to get temp work. So I do work in admin. So, you know, I've got skills that are transferable to other jobs and such, but I have to now spend the next, you know, couple weeks registering at agencies and hoping that I get that temp work, and that, you know, trying to get that first job to prove myself to the temp agencies. Also, I will be applying directly, you know, for contracts that I see. And I say contracts because I'm not really sure what I want to do. I've been at my current place of employment for 10 years and in the current job for 6. And it is a bit daunting starting something new or going somewhere new when you've been in the same job for so long and you know it like the back of your hand. Yeah, so that's going to take up a lot of time at night where I could be comping or, you know, doing the listings on the things that I photograph on the weekend. So over the holidays, I watched a few videos on budgeting, frugally living, you know, what I'm not spending my money on in 2025, and side hustles. And, you know, so I did go through my budget, and I have looked at ways that I can try to cut money, but I still need to probably look at that a bit more. But in terms of the side hustle videos, a lot of it, you know, lists of things that you can do, but I don't think any of them that I watched actually talked about that it involves sacrificing. You're sacrificing something, whether it be that you're, you know, time you spend with your family doing something, or sitting in front of the TV just watching Netflix or whatever, or time you'd spend on a hobby. You're going to have to sacrifice something to spend time doing your side hustle. You're going to be working 2 jobs. You know, particularly if your job's a full-time job like mine is, like the one that I've just given up, is 37.5 hours a week. You know, I have to take time to travel to work. You know, by the time I get home, cook dinner, do whatever needs to be done with the kids or whatever. That doesn't leave much time. It means spending the time doing the eBay listings, etc. That's time away from doing other things to relax. So yeah, I think people need to be mindful when they're thinking about the side hustles and that, just the time that you'll have to invest on the side. Even comping, even though comping is, you know, it's a hobby of mine, it still involves me sitting in front of a computer, you know, for hours sometimes, and there may be no reward at the end of it. I mean, I enter a lot more competitions than I win, but you know, that's what I do because I do love comping. So now that I've quit my job, you know, something's got to give for that now to take over for me to, you know, looking for a job is going to be time consuming. So this challenge, probably, that's what I'm saying, I've derailed my challenge. The time I would have been spending, you know, entering competitions or doing eBay listings, I'm now going to have to be dedicating that to checking out Seek every night, you know, doing my job applications. That's a priority until I can get work. You know, if I get a contract for a few months, then that'll, you know, ease off a bit. But that's going to be my priority now. And yeah, so something else is going to have to suffer, which will be this. So yeah, I just think if you are looking for a side hustle, just remember that that also takes effort, because it's not like, oh, just, it's not something easy. If you're doing a side hustle, you have to put effort into that as well. It's a job that you have to, if you want to be successful in that, you're gonna have to put the effort in, which is why, you know, look at my sales on eBay. I haven't been putting any effort in. I'm not selling anything. So anyway, that was just my 2 cents on those side hustle videos and how it looks like you can make heaps of money, and well, you know, that it's a great thing to do. Just, you know, it is tiring, and it does mean sacrificing something else in order to take the time to do that side hustle. So yeah, I think that brings me to the end of week 5. I have had 2 wins today to take me into week 6, so I'll talk about them next week. And then I think I might, if anyone that's watching is interested, because I'm getting no comments on my videos, so I don't know if anyone's actually interested in anything, but if there is someone out there that's into comping and is interested, I might just, yeah, talk about how I got into comping, and yeah, some of the organization tips I do and what kind of comps I enter, and yeah, start doing some of that comping chat, because yeah, I really love comps and talking about competitions. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next video next week. Thanks, bye.